Okay, it's day 2 of the challenge, and today we're gonna learn about the Flexbox layouts. We're gonna follow the tutorial on the Webflow dashboard page. Let's go. I have absolutely zero experience and knowledge about the Flexbox, so we're gonna start from scratch. Flexbox. This tutorial is new, so it should have very up-to-date information with the new Webflow UI. Okay, so let's start. Use Flexbox for precise alignment and stacking control when designing layouts. Flexbox, also known as Flex or Flexible Box Layout, lets you align elements in a box. Flexbox offers layout control in one dimension, either vertically or horizontally. It is a display setting, which means you can set Flexbox on other elements. Flex parents and children. When you set Flexbox on an element, you typically set it on a parent element, so you have control over the alignment of children elements. A parent element using Flexbox is also known as the flex parent. A direct child element of a flex parent is also known as flex child. So there is a parent element, a children element, children inside. Okay, I think I get it. You can create a flex parent out of any element that contains other elements. To create a flex parent, select the element, section, div block, or other canvas. Go to Style Panel Layout, Display. Click Flex. Okay, let's do this. Let's make a section. Oops. Let's make a new site, a blank site. Learning Flexbox. Create site. Opt out. And let's create a section. Let's drop a section here. Go to Style Panel Layout, Display, click Flex. Okay, we go here, Layout, Display. We press Flex. And now the section is a flex box. Okay, unlike any other display setting, enabling flex on the parent elements affect the layout of the direct child elements. By default, children align left and stack horizontally when you enable Flexbox on the parent element. So they should be on this side. Okay, you can adjust this display in Flex Parent settings. Note elements set to Flexbox won't affect the layout of the children within their direct child elements. Elements set to Flexbox won't affect the layout of the children within their direct child elements. Okay. Flex Parent settings. Once you set Flexbox on a parent element, you will have various layout options for the Flex Parent and its child elements. Okay, direction, wrap, align, gap. Okay, this is the direction. It's horizontal, vertical, and wrap. This is the wrap. wrap down, wrap up, single row, wrap down, wrap up. Okay. And this is the align options. Left, center, right, space between, space around. Okay, and this is the gap. Okay. I don't know, maybe we should put some elements in here and to see, or maybe on the tutorial. Let's see, maybe we'll do this later. Okay, these are the settings for the parent element. Okay, we will go dive deeper, I think, in every setting now. Flex parents lay out their content in a left to right horizontal direction by default. To set the direction, select the flex parent and go to style layout direction and choose either horizontal or vertical, each represented with arrow icons. You can also reverse the direction of the flex children inside the flex parent. Select the flex parent, go to style panel, layout, direction and click the drop down arrow to open the wrap drop down. There you can choose right to left, single row or bottom to top, single column. This flips the order of your flex children. So the first element is now last, the second element is now second to last, etc. Reversing the flex parents direction useful for right to left sides or when designing on smaller breakpoints. Okay, let's make some boxes inside this section. Maybe let's create a container. Let's drop a container inside. Oh no, we already gave the flex style to the section. So maybe, okay, with the backspace I just deleted it. Let's just add div box inside. How to copy and paste? Maybe just Ctrl and C and then Ctrl and V. Oh, okay, it's working. Let's change the color of every box. This one will be blue. This one will be red. This one will be yellow. Let's make more boxes. Ctrl and C and then Ctrl and V. We can see when we copy and paste this block, it has a class divBox3, and now these boxes have this color as well. If we rename this to divBlock4, I think it will be just white. Let's see. No. No, now every div block is divBlock4. Okay. We will learn about the classes and how they work. Let's delete this class. Okay, and now it's white. Let's name this div4 and give it a color. pink. This will be div5. Did we have green color? No. Maybe light blue. This will be div6. We'll make it black. Okay. And now what we want to do, this is set to flex. Let's align it vertical. Okay. They're filling the whole space. Let's go width auto, height auto. Okay. Let's wrap up. Nothing is happening. Wrap single row. Okay, wrap down. Up, wrap right. It's from top to bottom now. That's why it's vertical. I guess this will be the same, but in the reverse order. Okay. Interesting. Left to right, yeah, we tried this. Left to right, you can arrange your content horizontally from left to right with the following option. Wrap down, wraps flex children. That would overflow the parent to a new line below. Yeah, it's horizontal and on the left. Left to right. Wrap down. What will happen if we make a container or just another div block and we put everything in this div block? I think it should be the same. Let's put this div block outside of the section. And let's give this div a flex property. Let's put it inside the section. But this section is also flex. Can we remove the... Let's reset. I think this should be the same. Look, we can align them in the center and then space them out evenly. I think this is very convenient. And give them cap. Okay. This is the grid, but we're learning Flex now. If we increase the cap, the whole div block, let's give this div block a background as well. If we make the gap bigger between the elements inside, the whole block is getting bigger. What will happen if we increase the padding? Okay. When you hold the shift, you can increase the padding from every side. Let's make it 0. Okay. 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 Let's continue with the tutorial. Graph down, graph flex children that would overflow to the parent to a new line below. Graph up, graph flex children that would overflow the parent to a new line above. Maybe let's go horizontal and then wrap up. What will happen if well, it's not happening like this. I don't know why. Okay, interrupt. Drop down, you will find options that combine directions and drop controls. By default, flex children will try to fit on a single line, overflowing to flex parent if necessary. You can change that by wrapping the children. Select the flex parent, go to Style panel, Layout, Direction, and click the drop-down arrow to open the wrap drop-down. There you can choose a number of wrap options depending on how you want to arrange your content. Left to right, right to left, top to bottom, bottom to top, left to right. You can arrange your content horizontally from left to right with the following options. Wrap down wraps the flex children that would overflow the parent to a new line below. I guess they're just not overflowing, so that's why they're just horizontally placed. How can we, maybe if we make the width 400 pixels. Oh, okay. Let's make it 500 pixels. Okay, and if we make wrap down, okay, I get it now. Let's make it width. Let's make the height 300 pixels or 200 pixels or 200 pixels. But they should be here and here, right? Let's just trying something. I'm not sure what I'm doing exactly. I'm trying to make it look like this, but okay. The layout is flex. Oh, we must align it left. Yeah. Okay. That's why. Okay, we got it. Okay. Now, let's wrap up. Okay. Nice. Right to left, you can arrange your single row, no wrapping, reverses the order of flex children and does not wrap any children that would overflow the parent to a new line. Wrap down, reverses the order of the flex children and wraps any children that would overflow parent to a new line below. Wrap up, reverse the order of the children and wraps any children that would overflow the parent to a new line. Okay. Okay, I think I get it. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Nice. Yeah, it's the same, but in reverse. Top to bottom, you can arrange your content vertically from top to bottom with the following options. Wrap right, wraps flex children. That would overflow the parent to a new column to the right. Wrap left, wraps the children. That would overflow the parent to a new column to the left. Okay. I got it. Bottom to top. Single column, no wrapping, reverse the order of the flex children. And does not wrap any children that would overflow the parent to a new column. Wrap right, reverses the order of the flex children and wraps any children that would overflow the parent to a new column to the right. Wrap left, reverses the order of the flex children and wraps any children that would overflow the parent to a new column to the left. Okay. This will be the same but in reverse. Column. Okay, this is just the different options to order your flex elements inside. Align flex children, you can align multiple rows or columns of flex children in style panel, layout align. The align box, this is the align box. Let's position this box. In the center more. We are just using the margins. We can make bigger paddings as well. Let's press shift. Oh, that's interesting. The elements are overflowing. I'm not really sure why this is happening, but it's happening. We'll know one day everything. But for now we're just experimenting and we see what's happening and we try to okay. The align box lets you quickly align flex children inside the flex parent. The X and Y axis drop down reflect the value you set inside the align box. Learn more about the align box. Let's print this link. Align box overview. Align flex and grid children with the align box as a visual guide. The align box is a 3x3 grid that appears in style panel layout when display is set to flex or grid. This is the align box. You can use the align box as a visual representation of the flex parent or grid to quickly align flex and grid children inside their elements. Yeah, we can align them with here. We can align them to the left, to the center. If we make the box bigger, maybe we'll see more. align everything to the left. Let's remove this wrap. Let's remove the direction, reset. Just vertical. It's going to left, it's going to right, it's going to center. We have a gap here. Let's remove this gap. Maybe just put a little bit of gap. Can align to the top. If you make it horizontal and then on the top, then we can space it evenly. We can do the same on the left. If we make it vertical, left, space it evenly. Now let's do it on the bottom. Let's remove the spacing. Remove the cap. Center. Vertical center. Okay, I think I get it. The align panel. It's not really complicated. Very convenient. Okay, to get started, click the align box cell to which you want to align your content, or click anywhere in the align box to give it focus, and use the directional arrow keys on your keyboard to navigate across its cells. You can double click align box cells and or use shortcuts to quickly align flex and children. As you interact with the align box, the canvas reflects your changes in the X and Y axis drop-downs. Updates to reflect the current alignment settings. Yeah, we can see here. This should be center. Okay, I get it. Nothing really complicated here. Shortcuts. Flex. Set justification. Justify content to space between. Yeah, this is the space between. Let's see. You can hold Control and press it. I just used double click before. I thought this was the way, but you can also hold the Control if you're on Windows and press it. I think the double click is fine. You can't reverse it with the Control. If I hold Control now and press it, nothing's happening. You have to double click and you remove this option, the space between, the justify content. Okay, set alignment, align items to stretch or out with Windows. Let's hold Shift, Alt, and press it. Oh, okay, that's how you do it. It's stretching the elements. Can we stretch it? No, we can't stretch it horizontally because they will just overflow the elements. We can only vertical, but maybe if we make the elements vertical, then we can stretch this way. Yeah, nice. Okay. This is by holding out and click, and your elements are stretching to the maximum width of the container. Maybe if you make it okay, let's move. We can move this away from what? Why I can't move this container? Okay, I move it now. Can make it bigger. Okay. If you hold out, you can remove these margins, and when you click. Okay. Let's remove this. Okay, the stretch option is with the Alt key. Grid. Set justification to stretch. Double click on align box. Save or command or control in Windows. Plus click and align box cell. See what will happen. This is for the grid, and we're on the flex. Yeah, it's the same for the flex and for the grid, I guess. Basic the same. Some alignment options are not available through the align box alone, but you can add this in the X and Y axis drop downs. Okay. Let's get back. Where were we? Align flex children. You can align multiple rows, columns. Flex children is top. We got this. Horizontal direction. When flex direction is set to horizontal, the x-axis drop down provides the following alignment options. Left, flex children align it to the left to the. Okay, this is very logical. The y-axis provides the option for aligning horizontal. Okay, this is logical as well. Vertical direction. When the flex direction is set to vertical, the x-axis drop down provides the following alignment options. Left. Yeah, this is very straightforward. We played with the stretch. Pro tip for pros like us. Vertical baseline alignment can improve the readability of vertical text elements, especially in languages or designs where vertical text orientation is common or preferred. Okay, the y-axis dropdown provides these options for aligning vertical columns of the flex children. Top flex children are aligned to the top of the flex parent. Center flex children are centered inside the flex parent. Bottom flex children are aligned to the bottom of the flex parent. Space between flex children are evenly distributed from the top and bottom edges. Space around flex children are evenly distributed between other rows and edges. Okay, I get it. Add gaps between flex children. Gaps let you specify the space between flex child elements without having to add margins or padding. To adjust the gap size between columns and rows, select the flex parent and go to Style panel, Layouts, Gap. By default, gaps between columns and rows are locked. This means that if you change the gap size for columns, the gap size for rows automatically adjusts to the same number. You can click Lock icon to independently adjust the gap between columns and rows. Pro tip: to quickly increase or decrease gap sizes, drag the gap slider or hold down Option on Mac or Out on Windows, and drag your mouse left or right to the over the columns or row field. Let's see. What? I don't get it. Pro tip: to quickly raise to decrease gap size, drag the gap slider. Okay, this is the lock icon. You can lock if you wanna increase the gap only on the columns or the rows. I'm holding the Alt key and I'm making a copy. Okay, let's continue. Flex chart settings. The default layout of Flex Children is based on the Flex layout settings set on the Flex parent. However, you can override these settings for a Flex child. Size, alignment, order. Okay. So if we make another Flexbox inside, we can change the options inside this Flex child. If I make this a Flex, I can put something inside. Okay, we got two elements now in this div block. And we can align everything vertically. And this overflowing. Let's center everything. Let's change the order. The default layout is based on the flex layout settings on the flex panel. However, you can override these settings for a flex chart, size, alignment, and order. Okay. Now if we go on this parent element, okay, can overflow it. Okay, I get it. Change the size of a flex chart. You can adjust the size of a flex chart by selecting the grid, then going to style panel, flex chart. Sizing, there are 4 options for sizing. Shrink flex chart if needed to prevent overflow. Let's shrink this flex chart. Where is the shrinking? More size options. Flex chart sizing, there are 4 sizes. This is clip, arrow, more size options, position. Let's reset this. Contain, cover, cover, scale down. Okay. Grow flex chart if possible. Don't shrink or grow flex chart. Custom grow. If flex children are set to either grow if possible, shrink if needed, or don't shrink or grow. Any remaining space they have been assigned will be distributed evenly to the children, set to grow if possible. Shrink if needed. Shrink if needed lets you size a flex chart based on its width and height properties. Order content inside the flex chart if width and height are not set. This makes the flex chart inflexible when there is free space left, but allows it to shrink to its minimum when there is not enough space. Grow if possible. Let's see this. Let's make the width 200 pixels. Okay, it's shrinking this way. But the heading is not fitting here. Okay. If you make it auto, it will make the best use of the gaps here. It will adjust to the best. Okay. There's some options here for the auto. Custom. But where is the shrink? I don't see a shrink option here. But we can shrink it manually if you make the width smaller. We can also shrink it with the portrait mode. Okay. Don't shrink or grow. Okay, I won't. Don't shrink or grow. Let's size the flex child according to the width height process and make it fully inflexible. The flex child is not allowed to grow or shrink, even in an overflow situation. Customize grow and shrink behavior. You can also choose to fully customize the grow and shrink behavior of a child element. This determines how much the flex child shrinks or grows relative to other child elements in the flex parent. The grow value defines how much the flex child can grow relative to other child elements when free space inside the parent element is distributed. If the value is set to 0, it won't grow larger than it needs to. Okay. The shrink value defines how much a flex child can shrink relative to other children when negative free space is distributed. If the value is set to 0, it won't shrink even in overflow situations. The basis value determines the default size of an element before flex grow or flex shrink come into play. You can set this to a specific dimension, 20% to 250 pixels, etc. or auto. If set to auto, the default size of a flex child will be based on its width or height. If set, or its content. If the basis value is set to a specific dimension, the content of width height of an element will be ignored and flex child will share the size with other flex children in the same flex parent. Okay. Change the alignment of a flex child. You can adjust the alignment of a flex child by selecting the child, then going to Flex panel, Flex child, Alignment and Order. There are 4 options for alignment: Auto, Top, Center, Bottom, Stretch, Baseline. Yeah, we got this. Distributes children evenly. Start and end with caps are half the size of the space between each child. Oh, look, this is the shrinking and growing, or don't grow. Okay, we got it. Let's go on the parent element. baseline. Baseline. Flex tuner aligned to their baselines or the invisible line that text sits on. Why is this so big? Well, I'm gonna lie if I say I get everything, but I get most of the things. In time we will learn everything. It's not super simple. I mean, it's simple, but when you do it for the first time, it's normal to kinda get lost a little bit. I get like 80% of the material, but the other 20% when I start exercising, I'll learn it. Maybe I have to watch tutorial and I'll get it. I just like to practice something first, learning from the documentation. I think this is the best way for me. I won't be able to do everything or understand everything, but I will get most of the simple things and the harder parts I will get when I watch the tutorial, then I will exercise again. And slowly but surely I will get everything. Okay, let's finish the tutorial, change the order of the flex. To override the default order of flex child, select the child and go to some flex child. Order, there are 6 options. Don't change, keep the flex as the default first. What is this? Align an order. Top. First, let's make it first. Okay, it's first now. Last, it's last. Align top. Here it's aligned top, so nothing is changing, but here it goes to center. Here it goes to bottom. And now it's stretching. Now it's baseline. Okay. We got it. You can define custom order with a number. We specify the order of the flex, which the flex chart appears inside the flex parent. Flex tuners sharing the same custom order. Values are laid out in the order they were originally placed. When using custom order, don't use first or last to specify the first or last chosen element. First set the flex chart order to -1 and last sets the flex chart order to 1. When using custom order, any number greater than 1 will place the flex child after any flex child with order set to last. Any number around -1 will place the flex child before any element set to first. If you change the order of flex children, their position in the document order doesn't change. This means that the visual order of DOM, this is the document object model. This is how every web page works. Order of elements won't match, which can be confusing for site visitors. Okay, I get it. This is the number. I press minus 1, it will go to the first. If it's 1, it will be last. Okay, I get it. If I give this 2, it will go to the last. If I give minus 1, it will go first, but if I give this minus 2, oops, it will go first, right? Yeah. If I give this minus 3, it will go, fuck. It will go first if I minus 3. Okay. I got it. I deleted one of the elements with the backspace. Let's delete this black one as well. Okay. Well, this was our introduction to the Flex model in Webflow. I think I learned a lot today. I need a lot of refining and mastering the Flexbox. It's one of the most important ways to style with CSS. I know it's a Flexbox and a grid. The next video we will explore the grid system and how it works. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.